Okay, hello, this is Biblical Tarot, and I'm back with another video, and I'm going to do another Dear Amy. Here we go. I'm going to start reading. It's called Overwhelmed Man Wants to Withdraw. Dear Amy, I'm struggling. We started a business and had a baby during the pandemic. My wife and I have become reclusive, especially me. The isolation has caused me to lose my social graces. Basically, I just feel annoyed by everyone. I don't want to get I don't want to get together with people. My increased presence on social media has shown me how crazy some of these friends' ideas are. I liked them better when I knew less. I could just focus on what we have in common. I've discovered some very unattractive traits about a lot of the people I interact with. I'd like to ask how to return to previous ways, but I don't know if I even want to. I still do some things. I play sports and coach, but I don't really socialize much. I used to go to parties, bars, golf outings, etc. I just don't feel like doing these things anymore, and I'm turned off by people. Maybe I've just become super judgmental. I'm letting these friendships and relationships go because I feel like I can't deal with them or don't want to be bothered. It's to the point where any little thing can get you on my no friend list now. I suppose it's neurotic, but I'm just not sure how to turn the tiller. It's even affecting my family. Obviously, I suffer from some anxiety and depression, but I don't feel like they've taken over my life. I just don't want to hang out anymore. I feel like I should want to, but I just don't. Struggling dude. That's interesting. Struggling dude in the Midwest. So we know we have the big COVID or the C, whatever. Obviously, that's playing a part. And starting a business is a big thing. That is very stressful. You know. Also having a baby, like oh my god, there's so much stuff going on his end there. Plus his lady, the partner, it's got to be. Definitely. I think, yeah, I can think like already without even looking or reading the cards, but let's see what the cards have to say about him and his socialization, him being judgmental. He already feels like he's being judgmental, and he can't stand his friends and the things that they have to say on social media. So, and he says he's struggling. And we're going to ask the Most High for a message for him. So, and that's in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. So, here we go. Let's see. Now move this over here. There we go. Let's see. We'll do the Father, the Mother, and the Son here. Let's see. His question. He really didn't have a question. He just kind of just said all that stuff, huh? Four of Knives. That's interesting. That's like the Four of Swords. You see that resting back? Interesting. Interesting. Let me pull this. Ooh, I don't know why. Let's get that back up. Okay, and then we just pull that up. Okay. I'm not used to being this way, guys. I'm trying my best here to do it landscape. You know. I'm sorry. I gotta bring that down. Okay. Okay, that's the Four of Knives. And rest, relaxation, retreat. You know what I mean? Um, Let me think. Obviously has to do with thoughts and communication. It's got the knives, which is the swords. The second card is the Five of Baskets, which would be the Five of Cups. Okay, there we go. This would be the Five of Cups, okay, which is like depression. You know what I mean? That's the Five of Cups is the man standing there looking at the spilt wine, the spilt cups. So this is the Five of Cups, though, and it's really kind of hard to see what's really going on, but I can see, yeah, I can see winter. There's winter here. And I don't know if you can see that. Winter, you see the trees and you see these baskets sitting out. You can kind of see the baskets floating in the water. Okay. This is very depressing. Very depressing. And he says he's depressed. He's depressed. Interesting, huh? I hate that it keeps getting unfocused. Here goes the third card. It's Four of Sticks, which is the Four of Wands, and I keep getting this card. Each deck I use, I get the Four of Wands, and I don't know, it might be telling me something big time. But it's the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands has to do with stability. You see, you have a good foundation, you have four sides where you can just build up on, or they can be sheltered underneath that. You know what I mean? You could put something underneath that to shelter them from the rain. You know what I mean? Interesting. Okay. So the bottom card is the Father of Sticks. The Father of Sticks. And I'm sure the Father of Sticks would be the King of Swords, right? That would be the King of Swords. God, it's going to be hard to see all of this because I'm this way. So, how am I going to do this? Oh, and I want to keep going here. I'm going to have to bring this down, guys. There we go. So underneath the Five of Baskets is the Father of Sticks. So the Father of Sticks is depressed, guys. He's depressed, the Father of Sticks. Let me move this over so we can be in the middle. I'm sorry, guys. And let me move my... Maybe I can bring that down a bit. I don't know. We're going to move this back. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, there we go. I think that's better, don't you guys? Yep, okay. We have the Father of Sticks, and he's below the Five of Baskets, which is depression, loneliness, all those things. You know what I'm saying? And the Father of Sticks has the Four of Knives on this side, which is the Four of Swords, which is retreat, rest. You know what I'm saying? And that has to do with your mind, resting your mind. And he said that he said that he had isolation, that he was doing a lot of isolation because he had just started a business and had a baby, and it's all during the pandemic. And obviously during the pandemic you're inside, and so while he's inside, what is he doing? He's on social media, okay? And his friends are fine. It's just when you're on social media, you have to read everybody else's opinions, and everybody else's opinions suck except for yours. And come on, everybody thinks that, you know? And it's hard to like be going through a lot of stress with a business and a baby, his wife, you know, and the pandemic. So it's going to make him sad. It's going to make him retreat. It's going to make him, in a bad mood, you know. But I think he needs to rest from the social media until he can come to a time when he can go back on there and enjoy it. If you're not enjoying it, you don't need to be on it. I find it so interesting that he says in here, he says, where did he say that at? I just saw it and all of a sudden my eyes went away from it. He talked about a tiller. He says, I suppose it is neurotic, but I'm just not sure how to turn the tiller. And a tiller is like a cultivator thing, you know? And if you see here, we have the 4 of sticks. And I think that tells us that he's going to have to get through this by going through whatever it is that's going on, inside of him, inside of the home, whatever's going on. Him and his wife, they need to, till the ground. They need to till the ground and work in the garden. Maybe get counseling or something. Maybe he could get counseling by himself. Maybe they can get it together, And I think if he does that, he would feel a lot better. This next card is the Mother of Knives. And wait, I'm bad. My bad. I think I called him the father of I think I called him earlier the king of swords, but he's the king of wands. That's what I'm saying. He's the king of wands. And let me go back on that with the king of wands, because like the stick, the wand is very passionate. You know what I mean? He's probably a very passionate person, and he has not been passionate anymore because we have this father of wands, and he has this depression on him. He has this loneliness and this depression. It's like winter for him. Winter has come for him, and he's got to get through that. He's got to get through that. And I think the only way the passionate wand father is going to get through that is by, like he said, he don't know how to till the ground. He don't know how to till his mind. He don't know how to till this time in his life. He needs to go ahead and get in the garden with his wife, and they need to work through whatever is going through with them, because I think maybe a lot of the things that he feels about social media is a projection of how other people think, but really he doesn't feel good about himself, and he doesn't feel like he can go on there maybe and speak his mind and not care about how another person feels, because everybody should have their own say. Who cares, It's like, okay, you have your opinion, I have mine, and we can keep it going. But I think he's having problems with that because he's having problems within his own life. This is the next one, which is the Black Herman, which is the magician, okay? And it's the will, It's your will. It's you. And it's him. And I think, like, he's the only one that can will himself to be able to till the ground and get all the things that's going on in his life. Like I said, counseling. He probably needs counseling right now. Just like a woman after she has a baby and she has, like, what was that postpartum thing? I don't know, because I've never had a baby, guys. I don't have any kids, but I do know it's hard for women after that, and some women have problems, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for men, but men don't. It's very uneven with men and them having their emotional needs met sometimes too. You know what I mean? Like, as women, we kind of get a lot of leeway in some ways, and some ways we don't. Just like with them, in some ways they get leeways, in some ways they don't. And maybe it's overwhelming him with the baby, the business, the pan thing, that time. And which, we're doing a lot better now. So this is an old newspaper clipping. So hopefully, hopefully he's gotten through that. We don't have to wear masks anymore unless you're going on a airplane or something. I'm not sure, but maybe he's in a better space now. He's got the mother of knives like right next to him. And just like I said, if he could till that ground, he can till it with his wife, the mother of knives. And maybe she can help him to feel better. You know what I mean? Because what's a wife for but to help you in your time of need? You know what I mean? So, yeah, maybe they need a little rest. Maybe both of them need to go out and do something and have some fun. Have maybe their family, watch the kids, or, maybe take the baby with them. I don't know. Some people don't like leaving their babies with other people. I wouldn't, but, you know, yeah. I definitely think that is what he needs to do. And I think if he doesn't do that, the next card up here would become the big house. And that would be the tower. So he don't want this to happen. So what he needs to do is till that ground with his wife. And that's, I think, getting counseling and figuring out why is he going through a depression. And that is it for me. I answered the question. I don't know how she answered it. This is how she answered it. If you wanted to read it, that's how she answered it. I didn't even read her answer. I just took the question because it's a good question. All right. I love you. Bye.